Guys, welcome back to Seven Boys. We're in day 4 right now. So number 6 didn't show up to have breakfast and lunch. Well, where did he go? Where did he go? Where is he? He used to be the first one when it comes to having meals. Yes, that guy's the most active one when eating. Number 6 didn't come back since last night. Really? That kid. Did he ran away? Well, it can't be that easy. I think he must have failed his task or failed to escape and was killed by the agency. Deal with? Well, number 4, you really have a sharp sense. Hey, you're joking, right? This can't be true. Did he made horrible mistakes or what? What do you mean? Number 0, you have scared Snow White. Sorry, Snow White. We also don't know where he is right now. We sent people to find him. I'll immediately tell you as soon as we find him. Please don't worry about him. Is that so? I see. However, we must get prepared in case he won't come back. Number 2, please go to the cell and find us a new number 6. Got it. I'll be in charge of it. When I was a little relieved, number 2's words made me shiver all over as if I was in an ice house. Number 4 has been tightly staring at number 0 without a word. Felt like I should say something in this nervous situation. Well, Snow White, it's normal that you know nothing about it. I mean, it is normal if someone is gone since we live in Backstreet. What does that mean? Blackstreet is a place where sick prisoners are picked out and do dirty jobs for a maintenance agency. In this process, if someone is dead or missing, they will find another kid to replace them. Well, you mean Backstreet is not a location but an organization? Yes, Backstreet can be regarded as a branch of managed agencies. I have heard about it since a long time ago. Hey, do you know how many people worked here besides us? Well, look, what can you do even if you know? You better shut up and finish your job rather than speculating it over. You guys don't need to think about it. Anyway, you cannot escape from here until death. Above is the answer number 1 we give you. How it is, number 2, do you talk to like him? You really sound like him. Right? It means you idiots should just listen to my orders. These bastards. The dining room was quiet without number 6 joking around. We finished our lunch in a heavy atmosphere. Number 6, where did you go? We'll talk to number 2. After breakfast, I returned to the room and thought of number 2's words in the dining room. I just couldn't let it go. I'll go talk with him. It was when I went out the room that I remember number 2 won't be staying in the villa. Only when eating or completing the daily tasks would he be here. Ah, where to find him? Yes, he said he lived in a maintenance agency. I should go there to have a look. However, he may also be in number 1's villa or outside the back street. I can also go ask number 0. Who would be a good idea? I came to the restaurant and saw number 0 was cleaning the floor. What's up, Snow White? At this time, you can have a rest. Do you know where number 2 is? Well, maybe he's in the maintenance agency. Why? Do you want to see him? Actually, nothing important. The 3rd room from the left should be number 1's office. Ah, thank you. Snorting. Number 0 seemed to be sneakering lightly, but I didn't take notice of it. Knowing the living place of number 2, I left the dining room immediately. The office building of the agency was very quiet. When I passed the room, someone came out of it. Ah! I wanted to yell, but my mouth was covered by number 2 before I could pronounce a sound. Shh. I nodded to show that I won't speak. He then took my hand and went out. While in the office without a break, he released my hand. Snow White, why did you suddenly come here? Ah, I came to visit you. Visit me? Let me guess, you want to ask about number 6, right? Yes? I have just made sure about this from number 1. That guy was sent to the forest castle to steal a precious book. It explained the matter, so he'll be back after completing his task, right? Well, if he does not try to escape. What if he does? We'll send people to arrest him. After that, we might send him to a cell, or we might kill him directly. What way we would choose depends on the mood when number 1 knows that he wants to escape. Number 1 is a person who does whatever he wants. That is a man of moods. Remember not to be close to the man agency in the future, especially the place you have just passed by. It's his office. I'm sorry. Well, do not show a gloomy face. I'll send you back. What about you? What are you going to do next? Number 1 asked me to go to the hospital. Then I'll go there too. Oh, you are really a dependent child. Okay, but remember not to leave me. I know. Hurry up. So number 2 and I walked out of the agency and came to the street. Even during the day, there weren't many people and very few shops were opening. I can feel the depressed atmosphere. We walked into a dark building at the side of the road. I opened the door. It seems like the ward we had been to last time. The doctor showed fear in her eyes after he saw us. When number 2 was talking to the doctor, I saw a few sleeping children lying on the separate beds by white curtains. They looked dark, thin, and weak. One of the girls among them was wrapped with bandages on her legs, seemed to be in a nightmare. On her forehead, where there was fine sweat. I reached out my hand and gently wiped her forehead. She turned over, grumbled, and fell asleep. After a while, number 2 came to me. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's go, Snow White. Okay. Number 2 and I went out of the clinic. When we passed an alley, an unexpected thing happened. 6 or 7 boys with wooden sticks in their hands rushed out from the alley and surrounded us. Hey, get in here! He pointed to the alley with the stick in his hand, as a hint of us to go in. Number 2 turned into the alley. I quickly caught up. As soon as we went into the alley, a boy pointed his stick at number 2's nose. Is it you, the one who took my brother from the clinic? Hey, where did you take him? Before I answer you, let her weave first. Number 2 gave me a hurried glance. This girl and your brother had the same illness. I intended to bring her back too, but it seems that I have given up today. Whatever. Hey, did you hear that? It's nothing to do with you. Get out of here. Wait, we can't let her go. If she's going to call other people, things will be troublesome. A boy waving his stick and hit heavily on the west of number 2. I heard a muffled sound. Answer my question now. Where's my brother? He's in a place where you cannot find. Give up. Even if you find him, you cannot save him. It will only trouble yourselves. Shut up! Isn't it you who took him away, you bastard? Number 2's words irritated those boys. They blitzed number 2 and kept hitting him with sticks. Stop immediately! I tried to stop them desperately, but I was frustrated by the children and couldn't come close to him. Number 2 couldn't stand such a rain-like kid, and he held his head set on the ground, back against the corner, and moaned sternly and distressedly. Time passed slowly. After a while, it sounded like someone was coming near on the street. Someone's coming! Look, for you, this isn't over. The boys ran away. Number 2, are you alright? Okay. I came close to him and saw his hair, while his face was in black and blue. It's alright. Today's really unlucky. You shouldn't have met this kind of things before, right? Occasionally. Fortunately, you were not involved. I felt sorry and hugged him tightly. Snow White? You scooped down to hug me as if I was really a child. It's a little embarrassing. Well, who in the North Island have not been beaten by others? It's just flesh wounds. Let's go back. When we were talking, a shadow in the distance came near. Wow, I was clear as who is still here. Turns out it's you two. Number 0. Number 2, you're in a mess. You're even shaking when you're walking. Do you need me to carry you? No, thank you. Then Snow White can also carry you back. No problem. No problem. Number 2 is so thin, I can carry him back. No, I can walk myself. Number 2 said, walked outside a little stumbling. Why is he unhappy? I think it's self-esteem. That guy also has that kind of thing. Thank you, number 2. If you number 0, if you didn't pass by, he would have been hurt much more seriously than now. You're welcome. Just a coincidence. No, it's not. Huh? Snow White, if you don't catch up, that guy will leave us behind. Ah, number 2, wait for me. In order to catch up with number 2, I ran out the alley. Back to Back Street, I saw number 7 was coming out from the valley. He saw us and it was absent for a moment. What happened? We met some accidents. Are you okay? I'm alright, but number 2 is hurt. I will come to help you. Ah, thank you, number 7. We brought number 2 back to an empty room in the villa. I think you should take off clothes to check the wounds. I'll do it myself. But you can't see the wounds on your back. They're just traumatic injuries. I'll be fine as long as I can take some medical ointment. Let me go. Number 7, I may need your help to check number 7's wounds. Okay. I went to the dining room and found the ornament in the cabinet successfully. Back to the room, number 7 and I dealt with the wounds on number 2's back together. Have a good rest, number 2. When I was about to leave, number 2 stopped us. Number 7, I want to talk to Snow White in private. Can you please give us a second? Number 7 said nothing and went out. What happened? You look serious, so serious. Snow White, you better not be so close to the Black Street children. Huh? Not to mention number 1 and number 0. The other children are all criminals in the North Island. Number 4 is extremely violent and wicked murderer. Number 5 is notorious flawed, and number 6 is an inhabited thief. I don't know anything about number 3 and 7. You have to be careful. Don't be cheated by their innocent appearance and attitude. Promise me to stay away from them. Do not let me worry, okay? I agree. It's difficult to refuse this smiling face. Well, I promise you. Good girl. See you. So I left and started my own work. Today I came here early, only number 6 was in the dining room. He came in the dining room early in the morning as usual, sitting in his own position, waiting eagerly. I casually chatted with him after a while others came in succession. Ah, this guy's really lucky. It's great that you finished your task. I'm starving after walking in the forest all day. Whose turn to cook it today? Just after number 6 words, number 4 walked out the kitchen with plates in his hands. Number 6, you're still alive? Number 4 is responsible for cooking today? So surprising. Hey, don't rush into the kitchen. Nurses came back. The village was filled with noisy atmosphere again. I thank God in my heart secretly. What should I do? Go talk to other people. Number 2 again. I already finished today's work when the night just came, so I returned to my room early. Then there was a knock at the door. I opened the door and number 5 came in. Number 5, what's wrong? So wait, would you like to go out for a walk? What? Now? Since we can't go outside, let's go downstairs to take a walk. You'll get fat if you stay in the room immediately after eating. Ha ha ha. If you just want to go downstairs, okay then. I accepted number 5's invitation and walked out of the villa with him together. The cold moonlight sparkled on the ground, which added a quiet atmosphere to the back street. Cool breeze blowing over my face. I feel very comfortable. We walked along the boulevard. As we walked, the light became dimmer and dimmer. After turning at the end of the road, we saw the piece of land that came the first day. It seems that we can only come here. It's time to go back. I hadn't walked for such a long time. Don't you feel tired? There are benches. Let's have a rest before we go back. Okay, let's go. I sat on the floor with number 5 and he pulled out a dice from his pocket and played a game of guessing the bigger number with me. 2 out of 3. First time Snow White lost, so you should be punished. Too cunning. Shouldn't you have made it clear before we start playing this game? You just did not say there's a penalty. It doesn't count. Okay, it doesn't count. Let's say that the loser will do from now on. If you lose, you kiss me. If I lose, I kiss you. How about this? It didn't matter. You're gonna get kissed either way. Just joking. How about the loser person tells a joke? If the other one does not laugh, he or she should tell another one until the other one laughs. How about this? Ah, but I do not know how to tell jokes. Then if Snow White loses, sing a song. Well, this is fine. So we continue to play. Since I lost soon, I had to sing a song. Just when we were having fun, there was a sound of applause not far from here. We looked in the direction of the applause. 2 people were coming over from the house over there. What's with everybody is snorting? It's so late, so I was wondering where the song came from. Snow White and number 5. It seems that you're really happy. Ah, number 1 and number 2. Number 2 picked up the dice from my hand and rolled it. It just seems just an ordinary dice. Number 1 seemed to lose interest and turn away himself. That is my treasure trick for killing time. If no problem, please give it back. Okay. Number 2 threw the dice back at number 5. Let's go back, Snow White. I looked at number 2. His expression didn't even change. There was a something atmosphere here. You go back first. Okay. Snow White, why are you still standing there? Here. Won't you return to the villa? Oh, I have not seen you all day, and now I wanted to stay with you for a while. Would you like to return to your residence in the agency? Let's walk together, just on the way. If you want to walk back together, you didn't need to ask number 5 to leave first. You want to be along with me, don't you? Snow White really knows how to seduce men. Oh, what did you say? Nothing, let's go. Number 2 held my hand as he spoke. I hesitated, but I did not throw off his hand. We walked back along the path. Number 2's pace gradually slowed down. I saw him lean his head in one hand, exposing an expression of pain. Number 2, you have no headache again? Really bad. Number 2 took a few steps forward and stopped, leaning against the tree trunk on the roadside painfully. Snow White, you can go back first. Huh? That's impossible. Is your plain coat still in the empty room in the villa? Yeah, I forgot to take it. Then wait for me, I'll bring it back. Here. I asked number 2 to sit under the tree, and turned back and ran. The distance between the park and the villa is not far. It only took me 10 minutes to run here. There. However, because of my impatience, I always felt as if a few quarters have passed. I encouraged myself and brushed into the room and found the drug at the same time. When I came back, number 2 was still sitting there. His figure turned into an adult, now buried his head and slightly trembled his shoulders. Number 2, are you okay? I brought the drug. He still looked very very painful, and his bangs got wet. I handed the drug to him, and he swallowed down without a break. Then he relied on my shoulder, slowly calming down. I've been not so painful, thank you, Snow White. You don't need to be so polite. You seem to have forgotten what you promised me yesterday. Huh? Yesterday? I said to stay away from them, but you came along with number 5 at night. All of the children on the back street have adult illnesses, which means they may turn into adults at night. Ah, I did not know about that. Yeah. At this time, a sound of wrestling came near the grass. Who's there? Several boys came out and heard the sound and climbed out. It's you. It was the boy who attacked us yesterday in the alley. It's yesterday's adults. Sheesh. There's another adult with her, so it's really the place where those children with child innocence are in prison. How do you come here? Are you crazy? Get out immediately. Alas, he seems so arrogant. Ignore him. Let's go that way. The boys were going to turn around to the direction of the agency. At that moment, number 2 covered his head again. Damn it, again. I saw number 2's pimple color suddenly change. Oh my god! Is there another side to hell? Number 2? I didn't have time to know what happened when the boy was thrown away by number 2. Oh, I wish you could see this. He fell a short distance in the air, fell directly on the trunk, and made a terribly crashing sound. Number 2 breathing heavily like a beast. He beat the boys down to the ground. Then, as if he was venting, he kicked them sharply. Number 2, stop! Don't beat them! When I approached number 2, he waved his hand and pushed me away rudely. His face was ferocious and he looked extremely painful. Hold him. Oh shit! I was like, hold on. I held him from behind. Please stop. I'm clapping. I'm clapping. It's Sasuke moment here. Get out. No. I promise you, when you feel painful, I'll be there for you, so I cannot escape. Calm down, please. I'm here. I'll be by your side. Snow White, you... Number 2 began to ease down from the intense struggle and soon stopped. I am sorry. Let go of me. I've been alright. Did you cry? My back is wet. When I let go of number 2, he seemed to be normal. Still suffering from headache? Not so painful. Now, what was that then? Like headache, it's the side effect of the drug. That kind of drug. Don't take it anymore. I said that it's too late. The drug has a strong dependence. Even if I stop, it won't be better. Because the nervous system has been destroyed. If I suddenly stop, maybe I will directly become demonic. Then, what can we do? Be careful when you're with me. I'm not worried about myself, but your health. I know. But there's no way to solve it. Just endure it for a while. Number 2's tone was very gentle, just like talking about other people's things. I felt her sad, but I do not know how to help him. Although I'm very reclined to give up, I can only stop the topic. What about these children? It seems that they are fainted. It is lucky for them to meet me. If the intruders are seen by that guy, now there would have been dead bodies on the ground. I'll go call the soldiers on duty and put them in prison. Can you go back alone? Yes, it's not far from here. No problem. But I'm a little worried about you. It won't break out in succession. Relax. He raised his hand and touched my head. Good thing, Snow White. Good night, Snow White. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I said goodbye to number 2. I said goodbye to number 2 with upset. With upset and went back to the villa alone. Okay. Now his picture showed up. Now we're gonna stop here. Next up, we are finally at the days when his face is showing up on the thing now. Isn't that great? So it's good to start from like the beginning when you first picked them. I see, because then you would have if you picked them from the character choice thingy, you would have missed a lot of story beforehand before his picture starts showing up. Okay. Can't believe I forgot how to play this game. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys next time.